Netflix has a new, monstrous story to tell. In 1950s Wisconsin, Ed Gein lived quietly on a decaying farm, hiding a house of horrors so gruesome it would redefine the American nightmare. Driven by isolation, psychosis, and an all-consuming obsession with his mother, he committed crimes that would haunt Hollywood for decades. The third and most harrowing installment of Ryan Murphy and Ian Brennan's anthology series. Watch Monster, the Ed Gein story, streaming now only on Netflix.
Once upon a mundane morning, Barb's day got busy without warning. A realtor in need of an open house sign. No, 50 of them, and designed before 9.
My head hurts.
Any mighty tools to help with this plight? Aha! Barb made her move. She opened Canva and got in the groove.
Bulk creating Canva sheets. Create 50 signs fit for suburban streets.
Done in a click, all complete.
Sweet!
Now, imagine what your dreams can become when you put imagination to work at canva.com.
By the time I hit my 50s, I'd learned a few things, like how family is precious. Work can always wait. And 99% of people over 50 already have the virus that causes shingles. Not everyone at risk will develop it, but I did. The painful, blistering rash disrupted my life for weeks. Don't learn about your shingles risk the hard way. Talk to your doctor or pharmacist today. Sponsored by GSK.
At Blinds.com, it's not just about window treatments. It's about you, your style, your space, your way. Whether you DIY or want the pros to handle it all, you'll have the confidence of knowing it's done right. From free expert design help to our 100% satisfaction guarantee, everything we do is made to fit your life and your windows. Because at Blinds.com, the only thing we treat better than windows is you.
Visit Blinds.com now for up to 50% off primetime deals and free professional installation. Rules and restrictions apply.
I love the Lions. Say it with me. I love the Lions.
Detroit Koolaid listeners, it's your boy at Chops in the D coming to you live with another one of those Kool-Aid packets. Oh, what a great game on Sunday versus the Bengals. You watched it. Of course, this is the Monday morning Kool-Aid packet. The host of the show, Derek Oakery, will be back on Wednesday for the flagship show. But today, I'm going to give you a little bit of that review from the Lions game. I know you all watched it, but we're going to talk about some key factors, a couple things that stood out to me, some concerns, and then we're going to, you know what we're going to do. We're going to serve up some Kool-Aid. So before we dive into it, you know what we're going to do.
Drink it in, man.
And we're going to serve it with a double-sided cornbread.
Cornbread.
All right, let's get into it. So, look, the funny thing about this game is much like I gave it to you the packet on Friday, this is another one of those easy dubs for the Lions. So I am going to change it up a little bit here. I am not going to go punch by punch, score by score. We know the Lions were up 14-3 at the half. The hashtag Goff train, you got to do this. You got to be all aboard the hashtag Goff train because he was just dialed in today. 19 for 23, 3 tugs, crazy QB rating of like 153 again. Not a ton of yardage, but really didn't need it. But look, the Lions are just rolling. All right, we're gonna get into this game a little bit here. 3 straight games against the AFC North. And of course, you're looking at 3 straight dubs for the Lions against those opponents. 4 straight wins overall. The second half, again, first half I kind of just brushed through it because I'm not going to go line by line, but we know what it is. The Lions were rolling 14-3 at the half, and it got a little bit sloppy in the second half, but this was just a game that was never in doubt. 37-24. The Bengals tried to, put a little run there at the end, try to, make it interesting, but there was never any question the Lions were going to win this game. Lots of scoring. Of course, we had ARSB in on the action. Actually, no, I'm sorry. First score of the game was by Sammy Biscuits, where he was had a nice little stiff arm and then a tackle where he did a spin move into the end zone up in the air, which was nice. Of course, rolling into the second quarter, you had a touchdown by Jahmyr Gibbs, and then another one by Demo. We'll get into Demo and Jahmyr Gibbs a little bit later, and then this was capped off with a nice little tug by my boy Vanilla Smooth. Isaac Tesla got in on the fun. So, like I said, easy dub. I'm not going to go play by play. We'll probably do a little bit of that on the Wednesday show with my boy Derek Oak.
The family that vacations together stays together. At least that was the plan. Except now the dastardly desk clerk is saying he can't confirm your connecting rooms.
Wait, what?
That's right, ma'am. You have rooms 201 and 709.
No, we cannot be 5 floors away from our kids.
The doors have double locks. They'll be fine.
When you want connecting rooms confirmed before you arrive, it matters where you stay.
Welcome to Hilton. I see your connecting rooms are already confirmed.
Hilton, for the stay.
This episode is brought to you by Indeed. When your computer breaks, you don't wait for it to magically start working again. You fix the problem. So why wait to hire the people your company desperately needs? Use Indeed's sponsored jobs to hire top talent fast. And even better, you only pay for results. There's no need to wait. Speed up your hiring with a $75 sponsored job credit at Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply.
This episode is brought to you by Nature's Bounty. Nature's Bounty believes your body is brilliant, naturally designed to thrive, inside and out. For those always looking for new ways to support your health from head to heels, Nature's Bounty has a range of over 400 vitamins and supplements born from 50 years of trust and care. Nature's Bounty. It's in your nature. Visit naturesbounty.com to learn more.
Wish you could become a morning person? You know the type, up before the sun, early morning runs, first one to the office with donuts and a smile. How do they do it? Easy. With the new Galaxy Watch 8, sleep tracking and personalized insights from Samsung Health help you improve so you can wake up to a whole new you. One who, dare I say it, skips the snooze? It's possible. Train your sleep with Galaxy Watch 8. Learn more at Samsung.com. Requires compatible Samsung Galaxy phone, Samsung Health app, and Samsung account.
This episode is brought to you by Nespresso and Samra Origins by the Weekend Coffee Collection.
Introducing Samra Origins. My collaboration with Nespresso is a connection to my roots, to my mother, Samra. Coffee that hits the right notes. It transports you. Crafted with unique notes and bold, soaring flavors. Experience a taste that moves you. Nespresso and Samra Origins.
Discover more at Nespresso.com.
But the offense let their foot off the gas in the second half just because it's tough to not get a little bit lazy when this is one of those games where I think at one point you're up 28-3 and there's just like not a whole lot going on. Yes, Cincy was able to, I think, put together 3 straight scoring drives at the end there in the fourth quarter. But at that point it was like, yeah, touchdown, and then we were able to get a safety on them. But not a whole lot going on offensively for the Bengals. The defense was all over the field, and I'm gonna skip the concerns that I have here. I'm gonna jump in right into some of this Kool-Aid because the defense was balling. Aiden Hutchinson just continues to be an absolute force. I feel like I say it every week, but this guy is just phenomenal. He actually had 2 sacks and a safety called back on penalties. But in addition to that, a strip sack fumble, finished with 8 pressures, 4 tackles, a tackle for a loss, a sack, and a forced fumble. This guy, it's he's got the stats to back it up for sure, but the dude is just making an impact even when he's not on plays, even when he doesn't get necessarily gets a sack or a stat. This guy was all over the field. He was all over Jake Browning today. Jake Browning with 3 interceptions. I think Hutch was in his face for almost all 3 of them. So even when the numbers aren't there, Hutch is just a baller all over the field. So I was watching somebody, and I can't remember one of the videos. I think it may have been one of the I'm on St. Bro's podcast, but somebody was like ranking the top 5 pass rushers in the league right now, and just completely whiffed on not mentioning Hutch because the dude is just an absolute animal. I don't know how you don't have him in your top 5. I don't know how you don't have him in your top 3 right now. First player in NFL history to record 12 QB hits, 5 sacks, and 3 forced fumbles in his first 5 games of a season. The guy is just absolutely elite. Moving to the next, thread of the defense there, the great linebacker play today. Fabio was all over the field, with that blonde flow going. He had a nice little interception, 3 total tackles, a tackle for a loss, 3 passes defended for Fabio today, in addition to that interception. So he was all over the field today too. Derek, I don't know how to spell my first name, Barnes, with a safety to cap off the game there at the end, where he just came up the middle completely unabated. No one even in the realm of Derek Barnes. Again, for him, 8 tackles, 5 solo tackles, that sack, and that QB hit to put an exclamation point on the game there. And then, of course, if you're talking about the linebackers, you can't forget about Jack Campbell. I feel like this is just becoming kind of like one of those ho-hum Jack Campbell just does what Jack Campbell does. 11 total tackles, a tackle for a loss. He's got the green dot. He is all over the field. I am loving what we are getting to see out of that linebacker play. And when the other guys are not showing up, Jack Campbell is just Mr. Steady, getting it done every day, week after week. Right now, I think he's at already at 48 total tackles, 27 total tackles, a sack, 2 forced fumbles, a fumble recovery. The guy's been all over the field this season. It's been fun to watch. So really nice to see that defensive linebacker play going on. Let's shift to the third phase of the game there, or third phase of the defense with the secondary. And this is where it gets a little bit not so Kool-Aid.
Brooks Running reminds us that we're all powered by something. Whether it's the me-time energy of a run after a day at the office, the electrifying energy of your first marathon, or the infectious energy of a group run with your friends. No matter what energy powers you, Brooks has gear specifically designed to unleash it. So lace up and let it out. Let's run there. Visit brooksrunning.com today to learn more.
This episode is brought to you by Contentful. Marketers, you know that feeling when your creative clicks? When that social post sends engagement through the roof? When your outside-of-the-box campaign hits ROI positive? When a personalized homepage turns prospects into customers? It's utter marketing bliss. Contentful helps you create tailored omni-channel experiences without working overtime. No stress, no limits, only possibilities. Get the feels at Contentful.com.
My marathon isn't about time. It's about my 26 friends with intellectual disabilities I'm dedicating each mile to. I'm Joseph. I'm running my first Bank of America Chicago Marathon for Special Olympics Illinois to help give my friends a place to shine.
Join Bank of America in supporting Joseph's cause. Give if you can at BofA.com/supportjoseph. What would you like the power to do? Bank of America.
References to charitable organizations is not an endorsement by Bank of America Corporation.
The all-new 2026 Hyundai Palisade Hybrid doesn't just turn heads. It commands respect. With its stunning exterior, luxurious interior with available cabin seats, and spacious third-row seating and equipped with advanced technology, you and the family are making a statement before you even step out. Okay, Hyundai. Visit HyundaiUSA.com to learn more and experience the all-new 2026 Palisade Hybrid today.
Are your business expenses playing hide and seek? With Uber for Business, the small spends that slip through the cracks, like rides and meals, go right where you need them. Because it integrates with leading expense platforms, you can say goodbye to surprise costs, missing dollars, or chasing receipts. Everything's track downable. Uber for Business. Make small steps that make a big impact. Learn more at uber.com/small steps.
TA just continues to get flags. It's frustrating. I know he's trying to do the right thing. But it's not an easy gig to try to guard. Jamar Chase or T. Higgins with this duo that they have. But a couple penalties there. I think one cost Hutch the a sack, or maybe it was a fumble, I can't remember, but TA getting a couple penalties there, and then he goes out with a shoulder injury midway through the game. And at that point, like, given the injuries that we already had going into the game, it just left Amik, Rakusin, and Trey Flowers as like our three corners that were available after TA gets hurt. And then, wouldn't you know it, Rakusin gets hurt. And then he comes back in, and then he goes back out. And I think we finished this game with just Amik and Trey Flowers in the secondary at the corner position. So I am absolutely concerned about that. Health in the secondary right now is a big concern. Happy to see that Kirby Joseph was actually able to play today. Brian Branch made some plays, as he always does. My boy, Brian Branch. Let me see. Kerbo got an interception, and I think he got his hands on 2 balls. In fact, it was funny because I think he snagged up Terry Arnold's first potential interception. But good play there by the safeties. But injuries continue to pile up at the corner position, and that is going to be something that the Lions are going to have to keep an eye on, because it's going to be... I know it's next man up, but right now I think we're like 4, 5, 6 men deep now. Signing Trey Flowers, I think, off the practice squad this week. They may need to get some more reinforcements too, depending on how these injuries roll out. Staying on the injury front, a little bit of a scary situation with Raymond Khalif. Khalif Raymond took a really nasty hit on his first punt return, left the game with a neck injury. The neck injuries are always scary. Anytime you're talking neck, back, just a scary situation. Immediately ruled out, back to the locker room, but he just got absolutely rocked. Hopefully he'll be able, okay, football aside, like, just want to make sure that guy's doing all right. He's a big part of this team, just an overall fantastic dude. So hoping that Khalifa is doing okay. Some of the rookies got in the punt returns after that with Meeks and Dominic Lovett. But for kick returns after that, another big injury there. Vanilla Smooth was able to step in. So we didn't really need the offense to be super crazy good today. But going forward, obviously, we got some big games coming up, and we're going to need to get healthy going on. Another thing that I wanted to bring up, and this was a little bit...
Jif peanut butter. It's that jiffing good, it doesn't really need advertising. So instead, enjoy the calming sounds of the ocean. Jif. Ooh, it's that jiffing good. Get your Jif at Jif.com.
This episode is presented by State Farm. Having insurance isn't the same as having State Farm. It's like expecting the leadership of a team captain on the football field, but getting a sea captain. You wouldn't settle for just anything for your team. Shouldn't it be the same for your insurance? So don't settle for just any insurance when you can go with a leader. State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
No one should have to choose between their own safety and their pets. But nearly half of domestic abuse survivors delay leaving because they can't bring their pets with them. Purina is helping to create more pet-friendly domestic violence shelters through the Purple Leash Project, so survivors and their pets can escape and heal together. Visit Purina.com/purple to learn more.
Walmart Business is in the business of helping your business, regardless of whether you're building bridges, building spreadsheets, or building lesson plans. Ooh, that looks fun. Walmart Business can help save you time, money, and hassle, so you can focus on what you're building instead of what your supply closet is missing. In short, we take care of business, so you can do more with yours. We're the Walmart you love, now for your business. Learn more at business.walmart.com.
As a contractor, I don't pay for materials I don't use. So why would I pay for stuff I don't need in my mobile plan? That's why the new MyBiz plan from Verizon Business is so perfect. Now I can choose exactly what I want, and I only pay for what I need.
Right now, with MyBiz plan, get our best price, as low as $25 a line. Visit Verizon.com/business to get started today. New lines only. Price per month with 5+ lines. Includes auto pay and paper-free billing and promotional discount. Taxes, fees, economic adjustment charge. Applicable add-ons, prices, and terms apply. Guarantee applies to base monthly rate and stated discounts only. Add-on prices additional. Offers end September 30th, 2025.
Before I finish with the Honolulu Blue flavored Kool-Aid for you, I wanted to touch on something that was a little bit frustrating to me today. And obviously the news came out late. Taylor Decker unable to play. That left that left tackle position up to Manu, and he got a little bit better, but he was not great. And I know that that's a hard assignment to be stopping Trey Hendrickson, but it seemed like anytime he did not have help with a tight end to block, guys were getting by him. He let up 2 sacks. One was almost costly, hit Goff pretty hard. Luckily, it didn't lead to a fumble there, but I am deeply concerned with the depth or lack thereof of tackle that we have with this team right now. I'm not saying we have to have another all-pro in there because we know we've got best in the world with Taylor Decker and Penei Sewell. But if it just showed today when one of those guys go down, Giovanni Manu is just not ready to go. So Jamarco Jones, of course, not available, but the Lions are going to have to figure out something there to get another tackle in there who can be serviceable, because Gio Manu did not impress me today. And again, we got to get somebody in there who can cover Jared Goff's blind side. We got to keep Jared Goff upright. We can't afford any injuries at that position at all, as we all know. But look, I'm deeply concerned now with this tackle position, the way we set up this roster. That is a glaring hole to me, and I would not be surprised to see the Lions either escalating someone from the practice squad or bringing another tackle in there that's going to be able to help, especially if Taylor Decker is going to be out for a little while with this injury. All right, folks, I want to end the packet today with some absolute positivity. Let's talk about our running back duo. We're so blessed to have Jahmyr Gibbs and David Montgomery. Special day for Demo today. First time back in Cincinnati since his high school days. Grew up in Ohio, in that area. And what a homecoming for D-Money. This was the first time that his sister was able to come and watch him. Of course, we all know she was in a paralyzed, actually, in a tragic car accident. And so this was her first game that she was able to come and watch her brother play. And man, Demo did not disappoint. You could tell this was just one of those games where they wanted to showcase him. Jahmyr Gibbs took a step back a little bit, and they highlighted David Montgomery. 18 carries, 65 yards, a rushing touchdown. And then, of course, the fun part, former quarterback David Montgomery threw a touchdown pass to Brock Wright. So not only did he get a rushing touchdown, he was able to get a passing touchdown as well. So that was really cool to see. The gimmick that I threw out there. If you follow me on the Twitterverse, I know you follow me on the Twitterverse, but it was Demo, faux show, another score. What a throw. You know, like the guy can, not only does he rush, he also can throw the ball too. So that was pretty cool. But again, great offensive weapons. Again, Amon-Ra just ho-hum quietly, 8 receptions, 100 yards. I mentioned Vanilla Smooth, 1 catch and a tug. Jahmyr Gibbs with his tug, Biscuits with a tug, Brock Wright with a tug. The offense is rolling. No concerns on there other than the offensive line, but the offense is rolling. 4-1, 2-1 on the road. Another easy dub in Cincinnati for the Lions. Next up, we go to Kansas City on Sunday Night Football. Again, the Chiefs are hurting a little bit there. They're not off to the great start that they are used to. So I'm kind of excited to see what we can do. I'm expecting to go right into Kansas City and take care of business, because that's what we do. 4 straight games of 34 points or more. And you're talking about the game against Baltimore. You're talking about the Bengals, easy dub. You're talking about the Browns, supposedly had a good defense, not really so much. Lions are just putting up points, and they are rolling right now. So we'll get into the Chiefs game later this week on the flagship show, and of course on the Koolaid packet that you're going to get on Friday. But again, Lions 4-1, leading the NFC. Let me give you the drop, because I just have to give you the drop.
The king in the north!
We are absolutely
the king in the north.
In the north. And I can expect that to continue on. So I hope you enjoyed the Kool-Aid packet. Join us on the Wednesday show. We'll give you the flagship show. It's going to be me and my boy at Derek Oakrey. We're going to give you the gimmicks. We're going to give you the fun. We're going to give you the Kool-Aid. We're going to give you all the things that you're looking for, that the people enjoy. And you know how the people are.
The millions
and millions of the Kool-Aid drinkers.
Woo!
At Starbucks, we've more than doubled parental leave for full and part-time baristas, giving them up to 18 weeks of paid time off, so they can be there for early bedtimes, late nights, first laughs, and spend more time with the best company they know. At Starbucks, benefits like parental leave are just the start. Learn more about Starbucks industry-leading benefits at starbucks.com/partners.
Hey, this is Bill Simmons from the Bill Simmons Podcast, here to help you make the most of your summer with Michelob Ultra, a superior light beer worth playing for. Play for it with the guys when you're competing to see who can sink more birdies on the golf course, because winning tastes even better with Ultra on the line. Play for Ultra. Fill your fridge with Michelob Ultra this summer. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2025 Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
New Icy Hot Nighttime Recovery relieves pain at nighttime while your body recovers. Icy Hot. You're so back.
Petivity knows every pet has a story. Why is my dog's digestion off?
Could I have known sooner that my cat was sick?
Petivity is reimagining pet care to care more proactively for the pets you love. Petivity's smart products and health kits give you data your pet can't share, so you can provide the best care possible. Give your pet the story they deserve with Petivity. Visit PETIVITY.com to learn more. Petivity, powered by Purina.
Learning through play starts with Lego Duplo. With Lego Duplo, toddlers can develop real-life skills while having fun with colorful bricks made just for them. Large, easy to grip, and safe to explore. When children express themselves with Lego Duplo, they build patience, problem-solving, and empathy. See your child learn perseverance and self-expression with everything they imagine and create. Visit lego.com/preschool to learn more.